friends, it's Kelly, in case you didn't know. So today yesterday actually, I had you guys ask me some questions on the Insta story and I got a bunch, so I just wanted to answer them. Also, I'm in the car because it's quarantine season, you know how it is. There's just no privacy in my house and I felt like this is the only way I could get privacy. Also, I did makeup for the first time in 2 weeks and honestly, just thank you for like allowing me to have a reason to get ready. I haven't gotten ready in a bit. Before I answer the questions, I just want to talk about how I'm doing, like mentally with all this. You guys obviously know the coronavirus is a thing and it is affecting the whole world, but I think that the US is like either number 2 or 3, and my state just so happens to be number 2 in the country, which is terrifying because we're a tiny little state and we have so many cases, so it's really scary. And yeah, I had off of school for 2 weeks, but then we have another 3 weeks off and then an extra week for spring break, and then our plan is to go back after that spring break, so I think that's like the 27th, but it will probably be later, unfortunately. When this whole thing started with like the quarantine, online school, I was just so sad. Now that 2 weeks have passed, like I am pretty used to it and like I'm kind of making the best of it. I think that's good. I think that that'll definitely like continue, like I'll definitely continue making the best of it. You know, I've been like completing my schoolwork and like communicating with my teachers if I need to. Yeah, there's just definitely a way to make the best of it. I'm not laying in bed all day. I'm exercising. I'm finding my own routine, which I think is important. I don't think it's good to just do everything in your bed, never leave your bed. It's just not healthy. So you want to maintain that routine if possible. It sucks because I don't have dance and I really miss it. So I'm still doing stuff every day to make up for that lost time. Maybe you guys don't care about that, but if you do, then that was for you. But mentally, I'm not the best. Getting out is really good for me. I find that when I'm like trapped home for long periods of time, I'm just sad because there's just nothing else to do other than just like think about all the bad things in life. Like I hate school. You guys know that I hate school. I hate waking up early, having it 5 days a week, but I want to go to school more than anything. I just miss everyone. I miss having something to do and not being trapped in my house, even though I understand that is what's necessary. And I know a lot of people are suffering with some mental issues right now, and I just want to let you know you're not alone. Me and everyone else that I've talked to pretty much is in the same boat. There are the odd few that are like, I'm thriving, and I'm like, can't relate to that, but happy for you. Me, on the other hand, not so much. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're also a little bit sad, unsure of how to deal with all this, you can reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram. You can also comment down below. I just wanted to see how you guys are doing too, because obviously there's so much happening in the world and it's terrifying and it's like all everyone's talking about, but I feel like people aren't really focusing on the mental aspect of it because it is taking a huge toll on us mentally, especially if you're my age and like people like us. Okay, that was a lot. Let's get into the questions. What do you miss the most and what do you miss the least about pre-corona life? Okay, so the most, I just miss seeing people, seeing my friends, having a routine, all that. And I miss least, oh, I was saying this, I don't get invited to parties in my grade. I just don't, and I don't know why, but it like really just is not it. I get so upset whenever there's parties with all my friends and I'm not invited. Anyway, so I don't miss that. Because if none of us can go out, so there's no parties. So technically, it's not like I'm being left out for once. Do you believe in fate? 100%. I believe everything happens for a reason, and that I think that life will work out the way it's supposed to for you based on karma and like your values and all that. So yeah, I do believe in fate. How do you deal with fake friends? I've talked about this a lot, but not recently, I don't think. So I'm a junior in high school. You guys probably already knew that. At least from what I can think of, I'm the only person in my grade that doesn't have a friend group. I'm just a floater. I'm friends with people from all different groups, which don't get me wrong, like I love that. I love having a bunch of different friends, but it does kind of suck sometimes because groups will hang out and I'm not asked because I'm not in a group. And I never thought that that was an issue until this year when I really started to see that happening. For example, pre-prom, don't know what I'm gonna do because sometimes I think I'm in groups and then I get left out and I'm like, well, I'm not. And it's just a recurring cycle of that. I'm not upset that I'm not in a group, it's just the whole being left out thing, but I also understand it, you know? And I have a bunch of friends all over, but it's not like I can invite them all and they can all hang out because not all of them are friends. So it's like kind of confusing. A lot of people have like their best friends, like their set group, and at least in my grade. If we're talking other grades, then I have a group. Like I have my friends that are seniors from dance. But like in my grade, I guess you can say that I haven't really found my people yet. I have best friends all over the place, but not a group. But sometimes I'm like, are they my best friends? For me, a huge issue is that I'll hang out with people alone and then they'll hang out in a group and they won't ask me, even when I'm friends with them. It's just a recurring cycle of being like, is this person fake or not? And it kind of sucks. I just don't think I found my people yet, which is fine because that means I will in college. And it's good. I guess I haven't peaked in high school. That's not something I have to worry about because trust me, I have not peaked. Do you have Apple Music? Yeah, I do. I have it private, but like I guess I'll make it public. I've never really thought about it. I didn't think you guys were interested. But if you are, like I guess I'll put it down below. Why not? How are you staying positive through this rough time? I just know that once this is over, I don't know when it'll be, hopefully sooner rather than later. I just know that it's gonna be so fun and I'm gonna be so appreciative of everything, like waking up, going to school, even if it's not this year, even if it's next year. I think I kind of needed this, maybe not to this extent obviously, but like I just needed a reality check and like I need to learn to appreciate the things I have because now I like wish I had it more than anything and I don't. Have you ever been really insecure about your body? For sure, I feel like most teen girls are. It's just kind of like in our brains, especially with social media. That can definitely take an effect, especially TikTok where you see all these like perfect people and you're just like, well, I'm not them. Like that's very relatable for a lot of people. I'm still learning to accept it. I'm sure you guys are too. You just have to learn to accept yourself and just know that everyone's in the same boat, and people that you think are perfect, like you see Madison Beer, like she's probably insecure too. So it's very normal. How do you know when you have real friends? When you're with someone or a group of people and like you just feel 100% comfortable and you feel like they'll be there for you, they won't leave you out. A huge thing for me is when you can be friends with their friends. After high school plans, I'm only a junior, but I visited a bunch, not a bunch, but I visited a few colleges. I'm starting to apply this summer. So yeah, as of now, I like 3. But yeah, I plan to do something with fashion, like fashion merchandising, marketing, and I get my SAT score tomorrow. Top 3 favorite artists. This changes a lot. As of right now, March 26th, I say my top 3 favorite artists. Oh my god, can I do 4? I can't do 3. The 1975, Harry Styles, Clairo, and The Weeknd. As of right now. When do you think you'll hit 100K? Girl, I do not know. What am I at right now? I'm about to hit 96,000. I don't know, but like subscribe. What is a motto you live by? I like everything happens for a reason, and I like do anything with confidence and it becomes cool. What do you look at for style inspiration? Any people in particular? Emma Chamberlain, for sure. She's like started so many trends and I feel like no one gives her credit, but like she really has. I just like going on the Urban Outfitters website, seeing what's new. Yeah, I also just think it's important to like actually wear what you like and like buy what you like, because hardest thing you've had to learn going through high school. Most of the time, this is like the cold, hard truth. But at the end of the day, the only person that's gonna like stick with you is yourself. You really just can't trust anyone. I mean, in certain cases you can. Like, I have some friends that like I've been friends with for 10 years, and obviously that's an exception. But I feel like most of the time, the people who you think are your real friends aren't in the same way that you would think. You always have yourself, so be aware of that. So those are all the questions I'm gonna answer. You guys had some really great questions, so thank you. And there were a bunch more, but I don't want to make this video too long and too deep. But like, I can get deeper. I do love to get deep. I'm a Cancer, in case you didn't know, so that's like my thing. Like, hi. Feel free to follow me on Instagram if you want to. Also, TikTok. I've been posting a lot of TikToks recently, now that we're in quarantine. Subscribe if you're not already. We're almost at 100,000. I don't know what I'm gonna do for 100,000, but I want to do something fun. Also, 6 years on YouTube. My anniversary was 4 days ago, so thanks for that. Comment down below whatever you want. Let's talk. Why not? What else am I doing? Like, what else are you doing? Like, you might as well. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.